Hello.
Good evening, Megha.
Hi, good evening, Arashi. Good to see you again.
Yeah, same here. How are you?
I'm doing
How
very
have you
well.
been?
I've been doing well actually. I didn't have much work to do. I was on a small break today. So a lot of free time.
Oh, okay, that's so good.
What?
And like,
Mhm.
you had your breakfast early, so you must have had your lunch early. So like, are you done with your dinner or?
No, not yet, not yet. I'm yet to have it. I'm just waiting for my roommates. We'll probably go out. We had this Dasra festival recently, right? The illuminations are still on in Bangalore. So it's all lighted up, our entire area, our entire street. It looks beautiful. So probably we'll just go for a walk and have dinner outside. What about you?
Oh, okay, that's so good. No, like home only.
At
I
home?
got offer or like my friends asked
Yeah.
me to let's go out and like have dinner. And I was like, no, let it be. I'll have at home only.
All right. So you're in the mood for a homemade dinner today.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe I'm not in a mood to get ready and go out.
Oh, yes, that is one of the biggest issues, right? Even though we want to go out, the whole process of getting ready and that's a big headache.
Exactly. I always ask
Yeah.
my friend, like, where are we going? Like,
Yeah.
should I change? Or like, can I
Mm-hmm.
come like this? And my friends are like, no, change, come
Mm-hmm.
properly, can go anywhere, and yeah, a lot of things. So they know that I'm very moody, or I don't
Yeah.
like to get ready sometimes.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
how can I say
So,
this? I'm very
I don't like dressing up every very often. Dressing up means, putting on a lot of makeup, putting on,
yeah,
like
yeah.
nice flashy clothes and all that.
Yeah, I don't like getting up or
Mhm.
getting ready very often.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. So even I have my best friend is exactly the same way. Whenever she has to go out, she wants to look the best, even if it's a small restaurant outside. She's like, Megha, tayar hoke aana. I'm like, for what? To eat pav bhaji? You want me to get dressed up or what? So that
Okay.
happens, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we met after a long time last month. Two other friends of mine, we met after almost 1 year because of the pandemic. They were all in their hometown, and we met after a long time. They're like, we are going to meet in a very nice place for dinner. It's going to be a flashy place. So everyone, you have to be dressed up really well. You can't come as if, don't wear your normal t-shirt and jeans and come. I'm not going to take you out with me. So that was her condition last time. So we were all decked up from top to bottom. We were looking so good that one day, and we had a good time. Yeah. I think every group has a friend like
Sometimes,
this.
yes. Everyone has. Like, you have to look good. We can
Yeah.
change our plan suddenly.
Mhm.
So work, like, come accordingly. Don't
Yes.
just come in a like attire where we can just
Yeah.
eat pani puri.
Yes, exactly. Don't come
Yeah.
underdressed.
Yeah, don't come underdressed. Yes,
Correct. Yes, very
absolutely.
true. Mm. And do you know
So
how
you're
to
in
ride a?
Bangalore,
Yes, I came back to Bangalore.
right?
Yeah, I came this Monday.
Actually, I figured out already today morning,
The
because of your
background.
background.
Yes, a plain
Yes,
background.
absolutely. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
good observation there. All right. And I was just
You were
asking you,
asking
do you know
something.
how to ride a scooter or a vehicle or a bike? Do you know how to ride a vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And yeah, I think it's very normal. Like, yeah, what's the big deal? Why is she asking me? Most people don't know. That's why.
okay. I don't know how to ride bike. I'm trying to learn it, but
All
somehow
right.
like I'm not able to.
Or
But I
no
want to
worries.
learn how to ride bike. It looks
Yes.
good. It looks
Yeah,
good.
it looks very true. It looks pretty cool. Keep at it. Don't give up. I think you'll get the hang of it. Because I think you know how to ride a scooty then?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And are you the friend who always takes people from one place to another if you guys are going out? Are you someone who's always giving others a drop from one place to another place?
I'm a person who
Mhm.
always asks someone to pick me up and drop me. Like, not always, but
Yeah.
I'm very bad in finding routes.
Okay.
So that's why, like,
Mhm.
I can I carry my own vehicle, but
Yeah.
someone always come with me and drop me. So not on
All
their
right.
vehicles, but with
Mhm.
me as a company.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Mhm.
sometimes I forget where to go, and I sometimes I take a lot of time to find out the restaurant or the place where we want to go, and that's why
Okay.
no one wants to take this.
All right. So you just want someone to help you with the map, like where is it, take a left, take a right, just to give you the directions.
Yes, and Google Map is my like best enemy. I
Worst
cannot
enemy.
like use Google Map. Sometimes Google Map takes me somewhere else.
All
So
right.
that's why yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
why. Happens to me.
Okay.
Like it's
Have
not like
you?
I don't understand Google Map. Like, I understand it, but I
Mhm.
don't know. I cannot manage to drive at the same time and use Google Map.
All right.
No, I
Okay,
yeah.
fine. So this kind of multitasking is a little tricky for you. Have you ever been so lost that you ended up in a completely new place that you were not aware of before? Has that ever happened?
In thoughts or in real?
In real, like when you're riding, you said for the directions, right? Have you ever been to a completely new place and you were like, oh
Oh,
my God, where did I reach?
I think almost all the time.
Also,
Almost all the time. I
okay.
feel like oh, I'm seeing this for the first time. I haven't been here before. My friends are like,
Okay.
it's in Nagpur only, and you're living in Nagpur. I mean, I think for how many years? So
Mhm.
how can you say it? And I'm
Mhm.
like, no, actually, and I don't even remember the places. Maybe I have been there before,
Yeah.
but I don't remember each time.
Mhm.
So yes, it happens with me always.
Okay, fine. So now you're pretty chill about it. Do you freak out now, or do you feel like, okay, it's I'll find my way back home, not a big deal?
When the place is actually strange and there
Mhm.
is no one, then
Mhm.
maybe or depending on the timing, when it's too
Yeah.
late, I
Mhm.
may freak out sometimes. But I think yeah, it's normal for me, and I'm like, okay, I can ask someone, or I'll take
Yes.
I'll take help of Google Map. At least it will direct me to the main road, and there I can
Mhm.
find out my way. So yeah, like
All
this.
right. Perfect. So you have it all figured out. So no worries. Yeah.
No
Okay.
worries. Now like, I'm
Mhm.
chill. I'm okay.
Okay. And do you think that we are moving more towards electric vehicles when compared to, the petrol or diesel vehicles? Do you think our country, this innovation is happening, right? Electric vehicles, everyone is preferring that for environmental reasons, that, this, and all. Do you think it's going to become more of a trend, or do you think this trend is going to fade away?
Oh, I think the petrol rates of petrol is 114 per liter. Today
Yeah.
itself, I read it some.
Okay.
So I think it's very difficult to manage. Now we're working from home, so it's fine. I mean,
Yes.
it's not impacting a lot
Yeah.
on us.
Mm-hmm.
Once everything is normal, I
Mm-hmm.
think everyone is gonna like cry about it, or
Mm-hmm.
going to be pissed off with the petrol
Mm-hmm.
rates
Yes.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when we have an option of electric vehicles, we
Yes.
should use it.
Mm-hmm.
When we are buying new bikes now, so I think we should
Correct.
prefer electric vehicles, because
Mm-hmm.
it might be risky sometimes, because
Mm-hmm.
it's on charging, right? We have to
Yeah.
charge it and then we can ride.
Correct.
So we cannot use it for long distance maybe, but for
Yeah.
short distances, like
Mm-hmm.
from home to office, office to home, friends home market, like
Yeah.
nearby places, we can
Mm-hmm.
definitely use it. And of
Yeah.
course, we have whole night to charge our vehicle. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's good.
Yes.
It's good, and we should accept this.
Yeah.
And I think it is gonna it it is gonna be a trend, or it will be
It's
trending in few
yeah.
years.
Yes. You can say that the trend is going to catch up even more in the future, or it's going to be more used, or even more utilized in the future. So you can say any of this. Okay.
Okay, the
Yeah.
trend is going to be much more in the
Ev-
future.
Yes, yes, the trend will catch up more. That's like it's going to be more trending, that sort of thing. Yeah. So which one have you ever traveled in a metro?
Mm, no, I think not. No,
All
we
right.
have metro in our
Uh-huh.
city, but I
Mhm.
think I I didn't get a chance because I think it's in the area where I don't
Yes.
travel often.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, that's why no.
Okay, fine. So which one do you think is better, traveling in public vehicles or owning your own private vehicle? Which one do you prefer from a third person's perspective? Like you have your own vehicle and you travel, that's fine. But imagine you didn't have it, okay? And now you have two options, either to own a private vehicle or travel in public transport. Which one would you go for?
I think traveling in public transport is very affordable. I
Yeah.
think
Mm-hmm.
yes, and I think it's not very difficult to find a
Mm-hmm.
public transport nowadays. It's
Yes.
easy, but
Mm-hmm.
there also I think you have to decide what type of vehicle you can afford, or like
Yeah.
I think buses
Yes.
is the best option.
Very true.
Sometimes it is
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sometimes it is not so good, or sometimes it is problematic, or
Yeah.
for girls especially they have to protect
Mm.
themselves sometimes.
Very, yeah,
I think
correct.
nowadays it's very normal because I have traveled in public transport for almost
Mhm,
2 years and it was good
mhm,
experience for me. I didn't
mhm.
feel anything like it's not for me. Oh my god,
Yeah.
and no, nothing like that. So it's
Mhm.
just
Fine.
normal. I think we can
Okay.
use public transport. It's a good mode of transport here.
All right. And do you think that owning a petrol pump can be a good business venture? Do you think it's profitable?
Oh my god, I have a one friend who is
All
very
right.
rich. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he's very rich. And
Uh-huh.
he's like, now I'm settled. Now I'm
Mhm.
thinking of, leaving my job, and I have two options. First one
Okay.
is I will buy a petrol pump, like I'll own a
All
petrol
right.
pump,
Uh-huh.
own a petrol pump, and
Mhm.
second one is I'll own a bar, right?
Okay.
Because both
Mhm.
money, I mean you
Yes.
can get a lot of money from these two businesses,
Yes.
and I think
Yes.
of
Mhm.
course it's a very long process, it's
Mhm.
difficult one,
Mhm.
but like who would not like this idea of owning a petrol pump? Oh my god.
Absolutely. So
Yes, I think it's a very
how different do you think your life will be if you have a big petrol pump to own? Like you are the owner and you have to manage everything. So how different would your life be from your current scenario?
mm, I will just order from my home. I'll chill at home. I
All
will
right.
I will have all the arrangements, like who is
Mm-hmm.
going to take care of which department and
Yes.
all the things. Maybe initially I'll be
Mhm.
more active and I'll look everything personally. I'll
Yes.
look on everything.
Supervise.
Okay, I'll supervise everything personally, and
Yes.
I'll try to settle down everything. I'll try to hire people who will
Mm-hmm.
work for me, whom I
Yes.
can trust.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, after a certain period of time, maybe for six
Mm-hmm.
months or 1 year, I'll do that. And later
Yes.
on, I'll sit at home, I'll chill, I'll
Mm-hmm.
monitor everything from my home.
Okay.
And yes, but I'll be make sure that
Mm-hmm.
everything should work smoothly, and
Very
there
true.
should be
Yeah.
no like it when you own a petrol pump. I think you have a lot of responsibilities and a
Correct.
lot of pressure, because
Yes.
I think owning a petrol pump is a very big deal. There
Mm-hmm.
can be a lot of frauds, and
Yes.
it's quite risky. Petrol pump
Mm-hmm.
is quite risky. Yes,
Okay.
I will
Mhm.
be I'll be prepared for all the things. I'll be
Yeah. Mhm.
cautious for all the things. Yeah.
All right. I'm so glad that you mentioned it because when people first they listen about petrol pump, they only see the bright side of it. Yeah. They only see about the money, chilling in life, just being wherever you want to and monitoring everything. So they think like that. I'm glad that you mentioned some negative aspects of it also. First one, you mentioned fraud. What other things do you think can go wrong in this situation where you are the owner of a petrol pump, apart from fraud?
Mm, okay, so I think that also
Mhm.
comes under fraud.
No, you
I
can
think
mention if you want to
sometimes
elaborate on that, you can. If you want to elaborate on the fraud aspect, like how all people can commit a fraud, you can elaborate on that also.
I think my own people should be trustworthy, and they should
Yeah,
not like do anything that would defame my name or defame
very
me.
good. Yes, defame me. Correct. Very nice.
Defame me, right?
Yes.
Because you know what happens in petrol pump, I don't know, there is a trick, okay?
Yeah.
When you ask that
Mm-hmm.
person to fill my tank
Yes.
with or for 200 rupees, I think
Okay.
you should be concentrate on the numbers that is
Yeah.
going on, or that is,
Yeah.
you
I
know, that
got it. The number that is flashing on the screen, right? The number
that
that
is
is
flashing
flashing
on
on
the
the
screen.
screen. Yes.
Yes, yes. I think it's just a matter of second. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just that if you blink, number
Mhm.
from 50 to the number would go from 50 to 100.
Oh God.
Actually,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of
Mhm.
my cousin brother is working in a petrol pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he told me this, that when you go for a when you go to fill the petrol, you
Yes.
should like forget about everything,
Mhm.
open your tap of the petrol tank and
Yeah.
all the things, just
Yes.
giving money and all the things, just
Yeah.
I think it's about 30 seconds. Concentrate
Okay.
on that screen
Screen. Yeah.
and don't look anywhere. Don't even blink, because
Okay.
that is
Mhm.
the fraud. That is the actual fraud, and I think a lot of
Okay.
people earning a lot of money from that. And I think
Mhm.
many people are
Mhm.
not aware about it, because you open the tap of your tank and you
Yes.
start finding for your money or
Mhm.
something, your key of vehicle or something, and they
Mhm.
just they they do their work, or what can I
Yes.
say, fraud.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. They commit a
that's
fraud there. Yes. Got
they
it.
commit a
Wow.
fraud there. Yes,
Wow. That was pretty interesting. So it's a matter of seconds, right? You can't even blink and you will be
of
looted.
seconds. You cannot even blink.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will lost your 100 rupees, 200 rupees, and 500 rupees, because
Yeah.
people who are using four-wheeler cars, okay,
Yes. Yes.
they
Yes. Yes.
just sit in their car and they give money to the person who is on petrol pump, and they
Mm-hmm.
fill their tank from
Mm-hmm.
that they fill their tank. And I
Yeah.
think, I don't know, how can they trust on the person who is on pet, how can they
Who's
trust on
handling
the,
who's handling the thing or the worker who is present there? Yeah.
yeah, how can they trust on the worker, because
Mhm.
they have their own tricks and
Right.
they have their
Mhm.
other way of earning money. So I think
Mhm.
everyone should be careful about it, because we are earning our money with the hard work, so like,
Yeah.
why?
Very
That's it.
true. Yeah, I agree with you on that point. I think one has to be very careful in every scenario, especially here when a lot of money is involved, right? So we can't just blindly trust someone that they'll do the right thing. So they might not. Okay, great, great
Absolutely.
points. It was quite exciting for me to know about this. So I was very intrigued. I was completely hooked on to you, whatever you're saying. Fine. So just a few things that I've
No,
observed. Okay, you
please
said
do.
you will lost your money, na? It's actually you will lose your money. Uh, if any item is lost, like if you lose your bag, the bag is lost. Okay. Similarly, you will say, I have. If you will lose your money, not lost your money. Okay, you will. Whenever
Yes.
you use will, no, you have to say lose, not lost. Okay, that is one
Yes.
thing. And when you were giving the point about how we should keep looking at that screen where the numbers are appearing, you said we should be
Mm-hmm.
concentrate. Yeah, we should be
You should
concentrating.
be concentrating.
Yeah,
Concentrating. You should
yes,
be concentrating.
yes, yes. Or we should be concentrated, or we should be focused on, or we should be focusing on. Whenever you use should be, it's either focused or focusing. Okay, if you remember these two examples, I think the same you can apply for anything. Okay, so grammar
Yes,
wise,
yes.
these are the only two things that I've noticed. And now I think I can just give you a couple of words for you mentioned if you have a petrol pump, you said we can make money. No, there's a word for it, minting money. Minting means making a lot of money. Okay, so yeah,
Minting.
petrol minting.
Minting.
Yes, minting for minting a lot of money.
Okay.
Like she owns a petrol pump and
Okay.
now she's minting a lot of money. Or you can say that a person is raking in a lot of money. Raking. raking in. Okay, we use it together, raking in a lot of money. So this thing you can use. And when you were talking about buses, no, that public transport, especially girls, they face some problems. You said public transports are okay, but bus is not so good. You can say that buses can be inconvenient, slightly inconvenient.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
slightly inconvenient.
Yes, and yeah, that's very true. I have traveled in a bus during my college days, right? We had these soft skills training before our interviews. We had to go to college, and college buses never used to be there. So we would travel in these normal public buses.
Public.
Yeah, and the number of challenges I can't even tell you. Every day, some new faces, people are pushing you from all directions. I think you've experienced that already. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah. I have also experienced that
mhm,
2 to 3 times. Yes, I
yes.
think when the bus is
Mhm,
overloaded or the
mhm,
people
mhm,
are
mhm.
not disciplined. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
I'm not referring to any city or, but I'm
Yeah, yeah,
just saying
normal.
in
Hmm.
general
Yes.
that when I was traveling in a bus where all the people are
Mm,
corporate employees and they were
yeah.
so good. I mean, I think
Mm,
I have faced this issue once or twice only. Otherwise, I
mhm,
had a good experience. And
mhm.
yeah, so yeah, I think it depends on people and
Yeah,
depends like how many people are in the bus and
correct.
yes.
Yeah, it depends on a multiple different factors. That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you mentioned about one word now, if people will get pissed off. Like now we are working from home, but in future people will get really pissed off. You can say that people will be irated or irked. IRATED, irated, which means annoyed. So I think that is what you were trying to say, na? Annoyed. Yeah, you said
And
they'll be
yeah,
very.
I
Yeah. So you can say irated, or people will be very irked. IRKED. So you can use this frequently. These are commonly used
yeah,
words.
yeah.
So
Yes,
okay.
yes. I
Yeah,
have heard about.
yeah, that's all. That's it. Just a few, because your English is already good. So the only place I feel that you can improve on is your vocabulary and grammar, just a little bit here and there, like your future tenses,
Yes,
especially. You can work on that. But apart from that, you're very good. So just I give these vocabulary suggestions. That's it.
yes. I think these are very useful for me.
All right. And you said the best
Yeah.
enemy, no? Whenever we say about enemy, the word that we use is worst enemy. Like we call it a collocation. Collocation means two words that just go together. Like native speakers have been speaking it in that way, and we use it in the same way. So instead of saying the best enemy, you should say worst enemy because that's a collocation. They
First
come
enemy.
together. Yeah, he's my worst enemy. Okay. Like number one
Okay,
enemy,
what?
like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So
Okay,
that's how it
first.
is. Okay, fine. And you are already a YouTuber, na? So I'm curious to know, have you ever considered being a travel vlogger? I know you have a full-time job, but if you get a chance to, pursue this on the part-time, so have you ever considered that?
Wow. I love traveling. I
Yeah.
mean, wow. Now I'm just waiting like someone would come to me and
Yeah.
ask me like,
Hmm.
are you interested in becoming a travel blogger? I'll be like, yeah, of course, why not?
Yeah. Is that
Just
even a
sponsor me.
question? Yeah. Just sponsor me.
I'm
All
just
right.
kidding. But yeah, it's a very good experience. I think I love traveling,
Yeah.
but I think when you're a blogger,
Hmm.
you have to keep in mind a lot of things that you
Hmm.
have to take picture of this, you have to
Yes.
post this,
Yes.
and I think there you miss some sort of enjoyment or
Hmm.
that's what I feel. I'm not sure, like, but I think it is because when I
Hmm.
travel, I don't even think about taking pictures. I just want
Okay.
to like live the moment. That's why.
Yes, very good. Like soak in the beauty, the happiness of that moment, right?
Yes,
It's important. Yeah.
because we have a very less time there, and taking pictures means we are taking back the memories home, but we
Yeah.
are not living it. So I mean,
Mm.
what's the point?
Wow.
That's
I
how I
wish
feel.
more people had this kind of thinking because I think these days it's a little opposite. People travel for taking pictures mostly. So I wish more people had this kind of a mindset. Okay. And imagine you
But
got a
I think
sponsor. Yeah. Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry for interrupting. Please
No,
continue.
no.
No, please go on.
But then I think we will not have vloggers.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
them, I
fun.
just, yeah, it's fun. See, it's their job, right? So that's why they do it, because
Yeah,
it's how they make money. Like normally, also when
exactly.
people are just going out with their friends and all that, it's a lot of time, like 80% of the time is spent in taking pictures, even if it's just a
Agree.
small trip. And yeah, that happens sometimes. All right. And if
Agree. I
you do get a
completely agree.
sponsor, which place in India would you like to explore? Like that would probably be my last question for you today. Any three places in India that you're very eager to explore?
Himachal,
Mm-hmm.
Himachal Pradesh,
Okay.
Kedarnath,
All right.
third one, Goa.
Goa. Okay. So two mountain places and one beach. Awesome. Good
Yeah,
mix.
I mean, it would be a good combination. So that's why.
Awesome.
So
Very
as you
good.
have mentioned YouTube,
Yeah.
one thing, like I remember one thing.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, I spoke with one of my friend, and he
Okay.
was like, "How's YouTube going on and all?"
Yeah.
I keep watching your videos. I love watching your videos, and you know
Okay.
what? I listen to you only. Otherwise, I skip the videos. And I was like, "How mean?"
Oh.
And then he mentioned that in your recent video, when you're talking with Megha, that
Uh-huh.
in that video only, I
Yeah.
I heard both of you because she was so good, and I was like, oh, so it's a
Thank you so
compliment
much.
for you.
Thank you so much, Arushi.
Yeah.
I think I'll be ending my day on a very high note after listening to this. Thank you. And thanks to your friend also for the compliment. It means a lot.
Sure. So,
All right.
like,
Yeah.
have dinner, have fun, and
You
yeah,
too. Take care. Bye bye.
yes. Bye bye.